Hello, my name is Julian Hernandez, and today I'm showing you how we can use computer vision to help with litter monitoring. I probably don't need to convince you that litter is a problem. However, did you know that plastic has been found to harm or kill over 270 different species of wildlife? Globally, waste management costs over $200 billion each year, and it's responsible for about 5% of our greenhouse gas emissions. So what's California's response to this? Well, in 2015, they passed the statewide trash amendments, which limited the amount of plastic and litter in inland surface waters, enclosed bays, and estuaries, with some expansion to Caltrans as well. And this would require them to follow one of two tracks, either to do full capture systems or to develop new systems for monitoring so that they could show that they were removing a 100% equivalent amount of trash, which is where we're hoping to come in to develop these monitoring solutions. So what's the current, how do they currently do this? So they have a couple of different ranges, but at the lowest level, they just send out multiple surveyors, take a score from 1 to 12 and do the average of that. The problem here is you're not really getting very detailed data on what's actually there for recyclability or compostability. And at the high end, they'll do tallying where they gather all the trash, empty it back out and count it. But this is really slow to do for the larger scale. So how are we hoping to fix this? Well, we want to sponsor volunteer organizations to help gather our training data and then use these images to train a computer vision algorithm that we can use to automatically detect trash. Then take these insights and pass them back to state departments, and land managers, such as the Parkway Foundation. So who are the beneficiaries? So like I just said, the American River Parkway Foundation is actually our first partner. So we're looking to apply for a Clean California local grant program with them to study the impact of trash cans in their area, which I'll go over later. In the future, we're looking at trying to help with the California Department of Transportation measure the trash along our roadways. And we'd like to partner with the City of Sacramento Public Works to see if we can start to gather some data from within their recycling facilities. So what's the research background? Not a lot of private companies have gotten into this space. So we are comparing ourselves against the current research that's coming out of universities. The problem is a lot of these only can detect 6 or less categories. We want to expand this using local Sacramento results to do 100+ categories. And then another issue that we've noticed is that each researcher generally creates their own new data set. So we're trying to create a database that will consolidate the currently existing images while also leveraging those volunteer cleanups to collect new pictures to fill up categories that are missing. So where are we at? This summer, I published my McNair project, which added the geographic side of things to these images. So we pulled that out of the EXIF metadata and can make these maps like that on the left. And then currently we're working on the senior project, which is going to expand that database so that we can pull in the currently existing images and make sure that we have enough upload capacity that as the volunteer cleanups scale up, we can handle that. So what are the next steps? Like I said, we're working with the American River Parkway Foundation to apply for cycle 2 of the Clean California local grant program. There's $100 million put into this, and we think we have a very competitive chance at this. There's 3 other projects that got approved for cycle 1 in the Sacramento area that are very similar. So we're really hopeful that this is going to work. And what kind of insights do we think this data could provide that'll help one, show that we can approve this grant, and then also at the end of it, study the results and impact of art installations. So what kind of insights do we want to get? So volunteers, we want to be able to allow them to locate hazards for follow-up removal. This is things like oil and broken glass that they're told to just leave, right? We want to be able to allow them to take a picture and report it really quickly. Next, for planning future cleanups, we want to help them figure out what areas are most in need, and then study where new trash cans should be placed and how effective they are at removing the litter. We have a really strong team. We're working with Dr. Clark Fitzgerald from the College of Natural Sciences and Math. And we have a wide range of experience from the Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Laboratory, Caltrans, Intel, We have two data science club leaders, and I'm a McNair scholar. So I think combined, we have a really good chance of making this project happen. Thank you for taking your time to see what we're working on. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me or go to this link and we have some details on our project and some of the past projects that I've talked about.